Hey everybody, Life's Journey at 50 here. So in the interest of Christmas and the holiday season, I think there's one thing that stands above them all. The one gift that you could give to either yourself or to somebody else is training. So yes, I am talking adventure rider training. So why is that so important versus everything else? Because I could be buying luggage, bags, better protective boots, gear, whatever. Doesn't matter. Training is probably the most important thing that you possibly could invest into yourself and into your ride, especially if you're adventure riding. And again, they're all transferable skills. So why do I say that? You guys know me by now, 3+ years of riding. If it wasn't for the training, I wouldn't be able to do half the dumb stuff that I do or be able to attempt a lot of the stuff I do. And I still sometimes fail at it, but at the end of the day, I do it. I'm able to ride in stuff that I never thought I'd be able to ride into. I think some people sometimes see me that I can't believe that I could ride into some of that stuff, but it's all because of training. Now, I started off when I first got into this thing, I went down to Greer, I went down to the BMW Performance Center in South Carolina. Fantastic program, curriculum. Is it a little bit pricey, but you know what? You get to ride their bikes, great hospitality, great, obviously, facilities, top-end trainers. So, again, at the end of the day, that was my first experience in the training. After I did that, I went out to Bill Dragoo, and if you probably know Bill, or you probably know Ben Dragoo from DART, and that's the Dragoo Adventure Rider Training. And I have to tell you, another great classes, right? I went out there because I had done the BMW one. I didn't do class 1 and 2, but I did, sit through class 2, did some filming for them. But then I stuck around for Garage Day, which is usually on a Sunday. And then they have level 3 training, which is like Monday, Tuesday. One is Rock, where I just left Rock Fest, and we had a blast there. But it's very challenging and technical riding. And then you did the sand, and I didn't realize there was that much sand in Oklahoma, to be quite honest with you. And so I did sand training there and actually cracked a couple of ribs while I was riding. So, but that was great training. And then I got a chance to meet Tom Asher, and Tom Asher has TARA, which is Tom Asher Adventure Rider Training course. He does most of his training in Indiana and then in Georgia at Rock Crusher facility in Georgia. And I've been very fortunate because Tom lives closer to me here in Ohio, but I've been able to ride with Tom and then obviously been able to take his class multiple times. And they're all three fantastic. Now, I haven't experienced anybody else's, but there are obviously plenty of other training out there. I'm good friends with Kane Wagner from Appalachian Adventure. Kane does training as well. One of my friends that was in our group that went to Colorado went to Kane's training and said it was pretty fantastic. So, again, you've got... I think you got West 38 Moto, you've got the folks out at Rawhide, you got Two Wheel down in Florida. There's a bunch of them. I mean, there's numerous to mention. More and more people are obviously getting the ladies from Grit out in Utah and Colorado area. Ben Dragoo works with them out there, and they're all GS Trophy competitors, and they really try to help on the women's. She ADV, Shal Marie Wilson does a great job. Jocelyn Snow, and there's plenty for the women as well. So it's just not, a men's thing. It's a men and women. There's different types of courses. Again, it's a bevy of training, but you can't get enough. And the reason why I say that is you can learn different techniques from everybody. Again, I was very fortunate. I did the BMW training, which I think is more of a corporate type of training. And what do I mean by that? Well, there's a curriculum, and it's corporate driven and that type of thing. Dragoo's, it's a balance between, I think, corporate and real world, and you get kind of the basic foundations in 1 and 2, and then you get into the hardcore, which is a little bit more of the real world off-road stuff. And again, this is where I talk about they're all different. And Tom Asher is more about real world. And so it's just a blend and a piece that gets you into there. Trainers, if you've obviously done anything, training in general, it's just about how you connect with that trainer and what you're learning and how they convey it, because one trainer might be able to teach the same thing as another one, but you don't grasp it from one because maybe you don't connect with that person, or there's just, you're not getting it. Maybe it's not lost in translation, as they would say, but you get it from somebody else. And that's the reason why I always say that you need to take as much training as possible. I would say if you've got one thing that you could either gift yourself, gift another person, or, whatever, I think training is probably the number one thing that you could do for the holiday, for this Christmas, to give to somebody for next year. I think the Dragoos or Dart's offering some discounts right now for next year, like some Black Friday offers. I'll put some links in for all these different folks and stuff inside there. But adventure rider training, if you're going to get out here and you're going to do it and you feel like you're either a beginner, intermediate, or even advanced, where you want to learn maybe some different techniques from different folks, there's different levels in individual schools. There's different things to learn from different people. Again, get out there, learn it, get better at your riding, because it is tantamount to you having fun and enjoying this for this holiday season and going forward, or anytime you want to give a gift, whether it's a birthday or whatever. I'm just doing this because it's the holidays and Christmas coming up. But I think, training is one thing that you really can invest in, because like I said, you can get new bags, great, that's all fine and dandy. Get protection for your bike, protection for yourself, whether, gear, boots, gloves, whatever, you need all that stuff, right? But at the end of the day, you can get all that stuff souped up on your bike and looking fantastic while you pull up to Starbucks. But if your long-term plan is to get out there and ride, BDRs and maybe ride expert sections, or go off beaten paths and try to accomplish and see a little bit more of what you want to do in this adventure world, then training's going to come in extremely handy to learn the different techniques to control your bike and to get you through maybe a tough situation that you could be on the trails and not used to, but you learn something in a class and it clicks and you're able to get yourself through that. So anyhow, all right. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed training. I highly recommend it. Think you should do it. Check out all the links. I'm going to put a bunch of them in there. And if you can, hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. I greatly appreciate it. I'm almost at 3,000, which I can't believe. It's been a long journey to get here, but I'm trying to get better at doing this. But I really appreciate the support out there. And we'll see you soon. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.